The IOA March of Champions will have the RYZE Hoops Tip-Off Classic along with PBR Georgia's Major Elite on the marquee. And one of the teams to keep an eye on at the Tip-Off Classic is without question TSF. Cory McCartney and RYZE Hoops. Carter Wilson here, and we're joined by TSF Director Adam Gibbs. Adam, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, plenty of attention on your roster is going to be on Milton's Bruce Thornton, 12th ranked player by Rivals in the class of 2022. Ohio State commit, a newly minted state champion. This is a guy that's had a deal with the spotlight, and he's thrived in it. Tell us what he means to your program and what you expect from him this travel season.
Bruce is the mentally toughest kid that I've ever been around. And you said it best, when you're always expected to perform at a high level, whether it's scoring, defending, rebounding, leadership skills. I don't think people understand, what comes with that. He doesn't get a day off to just be average in terms of just, his approach to the game. And man, just his leadership is really what he brings to the organization. It's what he brought to the Milton team this year. Understanding last year when he walked off that floor, in pain, you could tell it really meant something to him. So he knew this year he had to give the other guys the confidence to allow Kanaan Carlyle to grow and take that next step, to make sure LT gets his touches, to make sure, Brock and Kendall and everybody just feels like they can contribute, because you can't do it by yourself. I don't care how talented you are. You need a team to win. And his sacrifice to the team, man, was one of the special things that I was able to, witness. But just his work ethic, man. It's yesterday, him, Isaiah, Kanaan, LT, they were back in the gym, and they just played for state championships the last 2 nights. And that's just a testament of him, but also the other guys, man, just their relentless work ethic. Like I tell them, just master the boring, And he just meant so much to us, man. I've been with Bruce since 4th grade. So to see him grow every year, he's, won at every level. He's middle school champ. He's a high school champ now. He's won AAU. So it's just his leadership and winning intangibles, man, that I think makes him successful. And when you have that person as like the staple of your program, and I'm saying that because 22 was the oldest group we had. When you have the 23 guys where they have someone that they could look up to and kind of see, how they can set the tone, and they'll set it for 24 and so on and so on. It's just a great thing, man. We're fortunate really to have them.
I'm gonna kind of turn the focus onto the 2023 group. They've been together for a while now, and kind of led by Isaiah Collier and Kanaan Carlyle, 2 guys that you mentioned, who are both now also state champions too. What makes that group so special, and those 2 guys in particular?
The level that they're able to push each other in practice and compete, and nothing gets in the way of winning. Nobody's, well, I'm ranked 12, he's ranked 50, like none of that matters to them, because they just want to win and have success. And I know it sounds redundant and boring, man, they're gym rats. And I don't just mean they're just in the gym going through the motions. Those guys live in the gym, they watch film, they push each other to just be better. Like if you could just see some of the way they go at it just in workouts, man, it's a great feeling to know when you step on the court that you got another killer with you, because they work so hard behind the scenes. And LT Overton's also on that team, #1 football player in the country. Cade Phillips from Alabama, Taj Johnson, Kelvin Hunter. That team has a lot of potential, but it boils back to the work ethic. Coach Julian Barfield gives them a lot of freedom to kind of experiment. And, sometimes when you have great, I won't say great, but good players, you have to let them experiment and make mistakes. You can't put cuffs on them. You have to give them the freedom. You have to let Kanaan be Kanaan sometimes. You have to let Isaiah make those passes that nobody else sees. And some of them might not work, but you have to give him the freedom to be the player that he is today. You can't put them on like, we got to run a set every time down. We got to make you do this. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think certain players just have special gifts, and you have to allow them to be able to try stuff.
You had mentioned LT Overton, obviously a guy who's getting dual sport offers. We talked about, Bruce, Kanaan Carlyle, Isaiah Collier. Who's a guy that we're not talking about right now that you think by the end of the travel season is going to be a TSF guy that's on just everybody's short list?
I would say Kelvin Hunter from Chapel Hill. 6'8", he can shoot it. He's at the point now where it's time to take that next step with his growth and development, working on his body. His confidence has gotten better. They had a great run this year, and just now being around his guys again this summer and just having that chance to really take his game to the next level. I kind of looked at last year was like kind of like Cade Phillips. I felt like last year he took the next step because he was kind of an unknown. And Kelvin just has a chance to really be special, man. When you have that size and can shoot the ball like that, it's kind of hard to teach. Now we just have to add the other elements to his game, work on his body a little bit more. And those are the things that we're really going to be focused on. But I think he has a chance to have a big summer.
Well, a stacked roster without question. The RYZE Hoops Tip-Off Classic, part of the IOA MarchOfChampions, will be streamed via LakePoint Live, powered by PlaySite. Get to LakePointSports.com for all the info. Adam, appreciate it. Thanks for the time.
I love it, guys, man. Good luck in what you guys are doing, man, and keep doing the right things. I appreciate it.